second most spoken language in the world, right? That one is, I think the first one is Chinese language. But
Okay.
this, I'm gonna share that in a moment. But well, I'm sorry. Okay, and what language would you like to speak besides English? What do you say?
French?
Ah, French, right?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, of course. French is also a popular language in the world, but
Yes, it's like English, no?
but not exactly like that. English is very, very popular around the world. But I think the most popular one nowadays is English. But the other one, of course, obviously is it's just trying to open Chinese, right? But okay. But why did you start to study English? What was the reason, the main reason? I think you told me something.
Yes, I told you the first class that I want to go to Spain first and do my specialty. So
Hmm.
then I have to do my sub specialty of medicine, no? And I I want to go to United States to do that my sub specialty. That's what
Wow.
I'm practicing. I'm learning English. Yeah, that's the reason.
Yeah, and when are you working now or not yet?
No, I am studying right now
Ah, okay,
because
good.
the test is so difficult. So I have to prepare about 2 years. No, I I want to do the test in 2 years because
Ah,
first
okay.
I have to homologate or
Yeah.
homologate uh, my title. I don't know how to say of doctor in
Mm-hmm.
Spain, and it takes uh, 18 months. No, it's large.
Wow. Okay. So just a moment, please. I think my computer is so slow.
Okay, there's
But
no problem.
yeah, the topic is about, okay, I hope it's not gonna be very, because it used to take a long time. Yeah, okay, that's good. That's very interesting. So, okay. Well, meanwhile, we can do something. Uh, now I have it. Okay. So let me share with you as I was talking about, this is an extract from a book also about, it's also an extract from one newspaper, which is whose language or which language is the most popular in the world. So now let me show it over here. Okay. So can you see the screen?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
right? Okay. This is about reading extract from language. What do you think about these statements? For example, there is, do you think it's true or false? 30% of the world's population can communicate in English reasonably well. Do you think it's true or false? What do you say?
I think it's true because English is the second language more
Spoken, yes.
spoken in the world. So I think it's true.
Hmm. Yeah, not the percentage is not right. It's not is 1/4 of the world's population. Okay, it's like 15%, right? 15% of the world's population speaks English. By the way.
Yeah, maybe we can understand, but communicate it is
Mhm.
more difficult.
Yeah, but most of the people, of course. But this is the answer. Oh, sorry. This must be false, right? In this case, but of
Okay.
course, it's very popular. And how about most conversations in English today are between non-native speakers? Do you think it's true or false? What do you say?
Most conversation in English today. between native speakers. Yes, I think it's true. No, no, no,
Okay,
no,
you think
no. Because I think most conversation in English it's between native speakers.
between native speakers, right?
Yes, native speakers.
Yeah, this must be false, right?
Yes, the second one.
I'm sorry, this number two is false. And how about the next one, number three? Uh,
In business meeting and international conference conducted in English, non-native speakers prefer it when there is no native speaker present. Mm, I don't really know.
mhm. In business meetings and international conferences conducted in English, non-native speakers prefer it when there is no native speaker present. Yeah, that's true, by the way,
Oh,
according to this newspaper or activity in this case. Okay. Um, okay, this is true. And how about now? This is the article I want you to read. Read the first part of this article, whose language, and check your answers to A. In this case, according to that, you're gonna understand much better.
okay.
And okay, I think it's gonna be like this. This part, please. Whose language?
Whose language? How many people can speak English? Some experts estimate that 1.5 billion people, around one quarter of the world's population, can communicate reasonably well in English. Yeah. Never in the recorded history has a language been as widely spoken as English is today. The reason why millions are learning it is simple. It is the language of international business and therefore the key of prosperity. It's not just that multinational companies such as Microsoft, Google, and Vodafone conduct their business in English. It is the language in which the Chinese speaking to Brazilians and Germans to Indonesians.
Hmm?
David Grado, the author of English.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay. David Grado, the author of English Next, says it is tempting to view the story of English simple as a triumph for its native speakers in North America, Britain and Ireland, and Australia. Australasia, how do you say Australia?
Australasia.
Australasia.
But I think it's a mistake, right? And
Yes,
Australia is.
Australia. But that would be a mistake. Global
Yeah, yeah.
English has entered a more complex phase, changing in ways that the speaking countries cannot control and might not like. Okay, I continue?
Yes, please.
Okay. An important question one might ask is whose English will whose English will it be in the future? Non-native speakers now outnumber native English speakers by 3 to 1. The majority of encounters in English today take place between non-native speakers. According to David Gradle, many business meetings held in English appear to run more smoothly when there are no native English speakers present. This is because native speakers are often poor at ensuring that they are understood in international discussions. They tend to think they need to avoid longer Latin-based words, but in fact comprehension problems are more often caused by their use to colloquial English, especially idioms, metaphors, and phrasal verbs. On one occasion, at an international student conference in Amsterdam, conducted in English, the only British representative was asked to be less English. I can read. Teacher,
Hmm?
please, down, please. So that the others could understand her.
Okay. Roger, can we start at 18:30, please? Just in 3 minutes. Okay. Um, well, can you still reading or did you finish? You finished, right?
Yes, I finish.
Okay, that's what was the first part. I'm sorry for being late, Ernesto, but can you complete the poll before we finish this one tomorrow or the other? Next time, of course, you're gonna have more time. So sorry.
Yes, teacher. No, it's no problem.
Okay, please, can just check the
I
poll?
have to go to the church, teacher, for Three Kings Day.
Yeah.
Hi, teacher.
Hello.
Sorry, I forget my meet.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I
Sorry.
was late, but
Yes, sorry.
Ernesto, can you complete the poll?
Yes,
The
I finish.
Okay, okay.
You
So
will send me, no, teacher,
so,
this article?
yeah. You can go.
Yeah. You can send me this article, teacher?
Yeah. I will send you later, please.
I have to leave or I have to
Yeah.
stay?
Oh, we can continue also together. Don't worry.
Okay, yes, I have 10 minutes.
Okay, okay. Well, Ernest. Oh, sorry, Roger. We were talking about the language, whose language is this? And the most common in English is usually this kind of um, English, right? English is the 15% in the world. We're talking about that. And okay, so the other one is the second part of this reading is about, uh, for example, it's another article, but a short one, which is related also to language. And the second part is of the article, for example, there are some of the mistakes. Maybe you can check out that, Roger, and also, okay, Ernesto, anyone can check out that. Do you think is there a mistake in these sentences from 1 to 6? I think the movie starts at 8 o'clock. What do you think, Roger? Do you think there is a mistake, maybe?
Okay. I think the movie starts at 8 o'clock.
Mhm. Is there something missing? Is there a mistake or no? Or is it
no,
okay, or
no.
what's not okay?
Um, 10 o'clock.
Mm, not really. Just the sentence, right? I think the movie starts. There's missing the letter S, right?
Okay.
That was the idea. So, what do you think? The second one. Also, you can participate, Ernesto.
I think
Is there a restaurant in the hotel?
yes, it's bad because is there any restaurant?
Yes, there is a question, right?
Yes.
As that is a question, usually not any, but we have to use a. Is there
Ah,
a restaurant in the hotel, right? Or also, if you want to use any, it's okay.
okay.
Is there any restaurant? Yeah, a restaurant in the hotel, but okay, it's just this one. How about the third one? You can analyze this. Check out this one, number 3. I think the women usually talk faster than the men. The woman, for example, do you think there are something?
I'm not sure, but I think that
Mm,
it's talks with S or no.
Not really. In this case, we don't need to use they, right?
Ah, yes.
okay.
Yeah, because I think women usually talk faster than men because plural, right? It's not necessary. Only it's okay to say, I think women, las mujeres hablan, right? But sometimes also, but this happens when usually we are not, okay, we are not natives, and it's very often that can happen, this kind of mistakes. What about number 4? Can you check out?
My friend gave to me some very good advices.
Mhm.
Give me.
My friend, it's in past.
My friend gave
Yes.
me, yes, it's okay.
Give me.
Gave me some very good advices. In this case, when we talk about advice, it's not necessary to count, by the way. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So not necessary to count. Only advice, not without S, without this.
Okay.
And number 5, what do you think? What do you think, my friend? Is there a mistake?
I think it's just I called my brother, or
Mhm.
it's okay if I say I called to my brother.
Um, yeah, I called I called my brother only, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. There is not necessary to do that, right? And what about number six? What do you say?
Maybe discuss it, it had to be in present, not in past. We
Mhm.
discussed about global warming in class yesterday.
Yes. Um, okay. Yeah. The answer for number six, it is, for example, we discussed about global warming, right?
Redundant.
Right. But yeah. Okay, that was the idea, right? So this in this case, we discussed about global warming in class yesterday. This is okay, number six.
Ah, okay.
Now, read the second part of the article and answer the questions. Which of the mistakes of the sentence? But we already checked that. So now I want you to read, please, Roger.
Yes. I read.
Yep.
Okay. Professor Barbara Seidhofer, professor of English and Applied Linguistics at the University of Vienna.
Sorry, Roger. Teacher,
Mhm.
now I have to go.
Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Um, well, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. I'm sorry by the time, but the
No,
next
it's
time
no
I will
problem,
be.
teacher. You'll send me please the article. That
Okay. Yes, I will send you, of course.
okay, teacher. Bye, Roger.
Bye bye.
Okay. Bye, Ernesto. Okay,
Um.
continue, please.
Okay. So, teacher, I have to leave the meeting.
No. You have to
And
continue, please.
okay. 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 Professor records and transcribes spoken English interaction between speakers of the language around the world. And she she says her team has noticed that non-native speakers are varying standard English grammar in several ways. Even the most competent speakers sometimes omit the yes, s in the third person singular. Many omit definite and indefinite articles where they are recurrent in standard English, or put them in where standard English does not use them. Nouns that are not plural in native speaker English are used as plural by non-native speakers. Information, knowledge, ¿cómo se dice?
Knowledges,
Knowledge,
conocimientos. Yes.
conocimiento. Advices, okay. Other variations include make a decision. Discuss about something or phone to some about. Many native English speakers will insist that these are not variations. There are mistakes. No, ¿cómo se dice? No related.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had something here.
Okay.
Oof, is something called? Yeah. Now you said knowledges and phone
No, no
somebody.
sé. Are simply wrong. Many non-native speakers who teach English around the world will agree, but languages change, and so do notions of grammatical correctness. And thus, we insist on standard English grammar remain in a powerful position. Uh, Academics who want to their work published international journals have to adhere to the grammatical rules followed by native English-speaking elites. But spoken English is another matter. Uh, we we should not native speaker bother with what native speakers regard as correct. Their mind and after all, is to be understood by one another, and in most cases there is no native speaker present. Professor Seilhofer says, I think that what we are looking at is the emerging of the new international attitude, the recognition and awarenesses that in many international contexts non-native speakers don't need to speak like native speakers to compare themselves to them and to always feel less good. Less good.
Okay. Yeah, that was the reading for today. But
Mhm.
Roger, I want you to. I don't know if you can do the poll. Is it possible for you to, or not really?
Sorry, teacher.
Can you, puedes hacer las encuestas? ¿Será posible? ¿Cómo te
Yes.
aparece?
Sí, sí, claro.
¿Tienes esa opción? ¿Te aparece? Perdón.
A ver. No, no, no tengo la opción.
Ok, something happened. Es que yo lo
Puede
cerré.
mandarla de nuevo y yo la completo, no hay problema.
Sí, un ratito, por favor.
Ujú.
Voy a salirme un rato de la reunión, por favor, para poder volver a
Ok,
reenviar. Un ratito, por favor.
ok, ok.
Ya. Wow, I can't do that. Uh, mm, okay. Yeah, now please, can you do it?
Yes, yes. Mm, okay. Okay, teacher.
Okay,
Same to you.
we're gonna see. Okay, thank you very much. Tomorrow we're gonna see in the class.
Okay.
I'm sorry today by the time I had some difficulties, but tomorrow we're gonna continue with the class. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
So bye bye.
Bye,
See you
teachers.
tomorrow.
Thanks.
Okay,
See you
you're welcome.
tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Okay, hello. Now I'm so sorry. I couldn't manage appropriately the time. I'm so sorry.
Hi, teacher, don't worry.
Oh, okay. Uh, Now we're gonna continue with this because the administratives told me that I have to create only one meeting. That's why maybe there's something. But let's continue now, please. Well, maybe you noticed that we were talking about English language that is very common in the world nowadays, is one of the most spoken languages, but not the first one. So, what do you think about these statements? For example, do you think these statements are probably true or false? Mm,
I don't think that I'm not agree with that.
yeah, but what do you think in number one? 40%.
False.
Okay, false, right? Yeah, it's false because only 1/4 of the world's population speak English. That means 15% of the population.
Yes.
Mhm. And how about most conversations in English today are between non-native speakers? Do you think it's true or false?
True.
True, right? Yes, it's true. And how about this, the third one? What do you think?
It true.
Mhm. Yes, it's true. Now, this is something, but besides English, what would you like to learn, Noelia? Another other language, maybe?
Mm, maybe German
German.
will be
Wow.
yes or French.
French also, yes. It could be nice to speak those languages, of course. Okay. Mm, now let's read this one, and you're gonna give me the opinion. What do you think about this?
I read that.
Yes, please. Whose language?
Okay, how many people can speak English? Some experts estimate that 1.5 billion people, around 1/4 of the world population, can communicate responsibly well in English. Never in recorded history has a language being as widely spoken as English is today. The reason why millions are learning it is simple. It is the language of international business and therefore the key to prosperity. It is not just that multinational companies such as Microsoft, Google, and Vodafone conduct their business in English. It is the language in which Chinese speak to Brazilians and Germans to Indonesians. David Garadel, the author of English Next, says it is tempting to view the story of English simply as a triumph for its native speakers in North America, Britain, and Ireland, and Australasia. But that would be a mistake. Global English has entered a more complex phase, changing in ways that the English-speaking countries cannot control and might not like. An important question one might ask is whose English will it be in the future? Non-native speakers now outnumber native English speakers by 3 to 1. The majority of encounters in English today take place between non-native speakers. According to David Gradle, many business meetings held in English appear to run more smoothly when there are non-native English speakers present. This is because native speakers are often poor and ensuring that they are understood in international discussions. They tend to think they need to avoid longer Latin-based words, but in fact, comprehension problems are more often caused by their use of colloquial English, especially idioms, metaphors, and phrasal verbs. On one occasion, at an international student conference in Amsterdam, conducted in English, the only British representative was asked to be less English so that the other could understand her.
What do you think? For example, when some president travel another country, or there is an international conference, usually is held in English. But what do you think about this article? This talks about non-native speakers, right?
Well, I think that's true. Because maybe we, as you, like teacher, uh, teach a formal English, and they don't use that. Well, usually native person don't use a formal English. The language is more the colloquial English. Uh,
Mhm.
like they speak they are they, and I think they have to teach more informal English.
Yeah, probably. Yes. Colloquial English is like a popular language, like a lot of informal or idiomatic expressions and so on, right? Okay, and this second part is about to check out these kind of sentences. Do you think is there are some mistakes? Those mistakes are very common among non-native speakers.
I read that.
Yeah, I think the movie is yes, read from 1 to 6, but tell me what's the mistake or where's the mistake in
I
each one.
think the movie start at 8 p.m. Well, I think the movie maybe in the start.
Yes, it starts, right?
Yes, starts. And
Mhm.
you don't say what time it is PM or AM.
Yeah, but when it's spontaneous speaking or spontaneous speech at the moment, usually it's not necessary to say AM or PM. Maybe it's
Okay, okay.
1 hour before.
Mhm.
But this one, how about the second one?
Is the restaurant in the hotel in the door?
Mhm. Yeah, and what's missing, or maybe it's a mistake there. What do you think? What do you say?
Is theirs?
Not really.
No, really. Yes,
Is
that
that
it's there a restaurant in the hotel.
yes?
Mhm.
And how about the number three?
I think the woman usually talk faster than the man. The woman's could be that. I think the women's usually talk faster than the men.
Yeah, but this is in Spanish is fine, but we don't have to use a lot of de, right? Grammatically, it's not incorrect, but in English, we have to try to avoid some of the repetitions. Like it's much better to say only the. I think a woman usually talk faster than men, right? Because we are talking about plural.
Ah, okay, okay. So
Hmm?
that will be, I think women usually talk faster than men. Oh
Yes,
yeah,
we are.
that's some more native.
And how about
My
number?
friend gave me some very good advice. Gave me?
Yes, right. But in this case, it's okay. But something is we don't necessarily use advices. Only it's okay to say advice. Some very good advice.
It's only with that word or
Yeah, only with that.
okay.
Some very good advice. Only that.
I called to my brother, but his cell phone was turned off. I called to my brother, but his cell phone was turned off.
Yes. Only this is
To see, I'll
two,
call
right?
my brother. Yes.
Very good. And number six.
We discussed about global warming in class yesterday. We discussed about in class about
Mm, yeah, about right because
yes,
about is okay, but sometimes we try to shorten something. We discussed
yes.
global warming.
It's not necessary.
Yeah, sometimes it's necessary, but in this case, not really. Yep,
Yes.
very good. Now we're gonna go with the second part of this reading. Now read the second part of the article and answer the questions. There are some mistakes, right? We already checked that. But let's start, please.
Okay. Professor Barbara Sithofer, professor of English and applied linguistics at the University of Vienna, records and transcribes spoken English interaction between speakers of the language around the world. She says her team has noticed that non-native speakers are varying standard English grammar in several ways. Even the most competent speakers sometimes omit the S in the third person singular. Many omit definite and indefinite articles where they are required in standard English or put them in where standard English does not use them. Nouns that are not plural in native speakers. English are used as plural by non-native speakers. For example, that's for example, right?
Mhm.
Okay, yes. Informations, knowledge, advice, like the other one. Other variations include make a discussion, discuss about something, or phone to somebody.
Yeah, just sorry. This is knowledges, right? In plural, but it's okay. Let's continue, please. Many.
Many native English speakers will insist that these are not variations, they are mistakes. Knowledge and found to somebody are simply wrong. Many non-native speakers who teach English around the world would agree, but language changes, and so do notions of grammatical correctness. Those who insist on standard English grammar remain in a powerful position. Academics who want their work published in international journals have to adhere to the grammatical rules followed by native English speaking elites. But, spoken English is another matter. Why should non-native speakers bother with what native speakers regard as correct? Their main aim, after all, is to be understood by one another, and in most cases, there is no native speaker present. Professor Seldhofer says, I think that what we are looking at is the emergence of a new international attitude, the recognition and awareness that in many international contexts, non-native speakers do not need to speak like native speakers. to compare themselves to them, and that's always feel less good.
Yes, okay. Do you know what is the meaning of das? It's a connector, right?
I think I don't know that word.
It's a kind of old English, but das is por lo tanto in Spanish,
Okay, thank you.
something like that. Okay. Well, adhere to, remain, notions. Something the pronunciation over here. This over here, knowledges, right? That's the pronunciation. Knowledges. And something else. Yeah, that was only, I think. Variations. Also the pronunciation of this.
Variations.
Variations, knowledges, and that's it. Yeah, this is really good. Okay, can you complete the poll, please?
Okay, teacher.
Yeah, and then we're gonna see each other tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna have classes. Tomorrow we're gonna reinforce something about phrasal verbs of with get, and also we're gonna continue with the other activities. So, okay, thanks for being in the class, Noelia.
I finished the poll. See you, teacher.
Okay, see you. Bye bye.